So I'm going to give you 4 parts to get things back on track. Let's jump into it. Number 1, it's all about a return to normalcy, some semblance of normalcy. And I'm not talking about the new normal, okay? I'm talking about getting your life back on track. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to detach for a time and you need to reprioritize, right? Your life has changed. Everything around you has changed. Your business tasks and projects have changed. They're not what they once were, right? You've lost business. You picked up new business. You've had to pivot. You've had to adjust. And so you have to reprioritize. I think a lot of men get stuck into the situation where they think that if they have a goal or a dream or an ambition or a desire, that they can't quit, they can't change, they can't deviate from that path until they reach that desire. And I would say generally, that's a pretty good mindset to have. That's discipline, that's consistency, that's stick-to-itiveness, that's grit and resiliency. Those are all noble and honorable virtues to espouse. But if the environment around you has changed and you continue to go down the same path because you said you would, or you feel like you have some sense of loyalty to that objective, if the objective is outdated and no longer relevant, it's kind of like banging your head against the wall. Why would you do that? Now, grit, resolve, resiliency actually just becomes stubbornness, stupidity. So disengage. All right, disengage in your professional life, disengage in your personal life. Not completely, but just long enough so that you can reprioritize and think about, okay, well, now what is important? That task I had or that project I was working on or the development that we were building, those things are not the right path right now. And if I continue to go down that path, I'm going to create some less than favorable results for myself. All right, now it's changed. Maybe you need a new job. Maybe right now is the best time for you to start a side business that you've always been thinking about and dreaming about. So your gym shut down. Okay, well, how are you going to pivot? Maybe you need to pick up some exercise equipment for your house. Maybe you already have some stuff at your house and you need to reprioritize not only what's important, but the way you go about doing your business. And as if you needed it, I'm giving you permission to, I was going to use the word abandon, but I don't want to say that because it has a negative connotation. I'm giving you permission to pivot. You don't need my permission, but some of you are acting like you need somebody else's permission to stop chasing something that is no longer relevant and potentially no longer even possible. Now, those things might come online down the road, and I imagine once we get to around November 4th, we'll start to see this return to normalcy. But until then, it's on us. It's our priority to shift things around, to reprioritize, to look at what's important, to create new processes and new procedures and new systems that are going to serve you and the people that you love well. And if you're banging your head against the wall because you're so hard-headed and you're so stubborn that you're chasing things that are no longer relevant, pertinent, or important to you, well, then you're not doing what you should be doing. So the first step is to disengage for a time, temporarily, to reprioritize, write those things out, think about what you want to do. By the way, if you really want to figure out what your priorities are, I'd give you a great resource. It's a free resource that we put together. It's called the 30 Days to Battle Ready program. Just go to orderofman.com/battle ready, drop your email in there. I'll send you an email immediately that's going to start working you through what do you want? What do you want to accomplish? How are you going to do it? What is your procedure? What are your processes? What are your levels of accountability, which we'll get to here in a minute, that are going to help you achieve those objectives? So if you're feeling disarrayed and confused and chaotic and stressed out, welcome to the club. Everybody's feeling like this. The ones who can get back on track and reprioritize so that they can reengage are the ones who are going to be most successful over the long term. And the Battle Ready program is a great way to do that.